Hi, I'm DJ Trey. Ump. Just kidding. Today I'm talking about how emotions are key in remembering the future reality. Cause it's been just this way since 2020. Self-replicating nanobot graphene dioxide colonies in every booster in your head, and the good side of you. That's the Christ and the devils and the demons that are nanobots living dead. They are fighting in your head, in your head. It's in your head, in your head. Everything that I've said is a myth in my schizophrenic imagination. No, I'm not so evil that I could make up this level of bull. International mass psychosis, black magic, ritual, nanobot, colony, and the Christ within everything. In your head, they are fighting. It's in your head, in your head. Oh, no, no. So, you have to have the key to the whole thing here, of course, is you have to feel the emotion of this, your change, your new reality, or your new situation, or your new habit, your new relationship to that person or place or town. If they're not a narcissistic predator or possessed by an entity like that, then maybe you can actually heal it. And even if they were, I mean, if they had the discernment to change, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say on that, but so you have to understand counties, regions, states, countries, all can be vastly different in their epigenetics through laws and through the culture, and in this case, through the inverted culture of Lucifer that's all fake. Um, you have to choose again. Okay? And choosing again, using, as Ireland Clark said a few videos ago, I mean, you can use the old, you know, basic self-help technique of writing the pros and cons of each town or job or situation or that you want to change or habit. If you need to write it all down, that can really help. I write pages of notes for each video here. I still consider it spontaneous because it's not really, the ideas have to flow in through my subconscious. I'm learning to get in touch with my intuition through the process. So more so focusing on how each situation or this event is going to feel, right? The date or whatever. The answer is in my world. We can be played by our we can be played by our emotions. Yet emotional visualization is the key to the healing and transformation. Okay. So this is really important to understand that the dark side, whether you believe in the aliens or you just think it's you think all that's hooey and it's just that the dark side I speak about is just your subconscious. Well, it's the same thing. The more you believe and obey and the allow your emotions or your lower emotions to play you, then you're just a pawn for the dark side. Whereas you, as the Buddha said, tame the tiger, then you become the master of your own reality and at least your auric field, your life. So you have to learn how to. If you're afraid, or if you're one of those people that never changes, you never step outside of your routine. To do that, you got to be able to have more happy. You have enough faith in yourself to jump into a unfamiliar space, which can be terrifying, of course. But it's really, again, if you believe in the Christ, then it's not really so scary. Once you do it, start doing it. Take baby steps. Go to the next neighborhood, even if you're such a stuck in a habit so far that you haven't done that. So just take steps, and you'll understand once you get there. Rent and war. Rent is a feudal system's coercive force, and this is why one of the leaders of the Truther movement here in Santa Cruz will never watch my channel, because he's a landlord. I'm sure he doesn't want to hear that, even though he's spreading the truth all the time. Number 2, California working poor, attrition, conceptual war. Pay us your whole life, wage slavery, for a box, so you won't have to interact with the external environment of tweakers and chicken pox and cold weather manipulations, making it freezing, and the negative alien agenda of hologramic war zones. Raise crazy in the inverted theater of the absurd. Secretly, the society of elite reptilians raised us all. Think about it. How insane it sounds and is. We were all raised through the mainstream media to be inadvertently de facto Satanists, solipsists, narcissists, stepping on each other in a dog-eat-dog world. Social Darwinist nightmare. During the beginning of the second coming of Christ, when half the world became human 2.0, AI, technocrat elites, cyborg, human slaves. We are made to be slaves for our body's survival, all of us. Our slaves for our partners, our children, and parents and friends. Not just our bosses and landlords. We are forced to fight, compete, scrape by in this city. About 3 9-to-5s most people have to work just to survive, if they're not specialized or wealthy or taken care of. Or skim the surface and live off the fat if we're landlords, elites, CEOs, or disabled people. We never see where our energy comes from in this case, or where it goes when we get slave, work, receive, beg, or trade for that cash and Bitcoin that can just be printed out. We support the endless wars, the AI and plundering of our elite masters. We were all raised crazy babies and inverted in this sick scene. So repent and flip to a respectful dream. That is the key. If you want sovereignty, if you want happiness, it must be that you remember this. Discernment and self-respect is a gift called the present, and the timeless now moment you will remember. So joyfully, if you can, respect your moments and love your life. Because no matter how much this video gets shadow banned and they don't send it to anyone, and oh, the newest thing, aha, YouTube, I see right through your fake numbers. So I checked out my page from a different server, and some of my new videos said 0 views. And then when I clicked on the video, it said 5 views. Wonder why it would be 2 different numbers, YouTube. And what's happening, that YouTube got hacked by Russia, And this man made a movie about it, a documentary about how he's suing them because Russia was stealing all these files. Maybe that's where the 90 files, 90 videos or so that I published and recorded that on YouTube Creator Studio I cannot access, but we can watch. Maybe the Russians have the sole, because this is a public source. So what happened? He said that the Russian government basically told YouTube, all right, if you don't let us hack in and take all the information we want out of it, you lose all of our accounts. Like millions and millions of Russians would go to YouTube. It's a cold country. Cold places, they'd get more business. So this man, it's called This is the movie YouTube doesn't want you to watch. I love YouTube, but I want them to. I'm gonna have to be like Drew Glover was in the Santa Cruz City Council and say right to your face here to the public space, I want to bring transparency to the world. And, if that means that this perhaps Lockheed plane surveilling me while I record this is just going to write down where, my location is, so I'm more quick to get booted out of here. Okay. I mean no harm to anyone. Nothing I've ever said was misinformation, but the dark side doesn't want you to know the truth, of course, and they're, perhaps because I made this sign the time before, yesterday, I couldn't get on the computer in the library, so I guess I made it easy for the AI or reptilian or whoever hackers. But then I looked on the mainframe library computer, and you see that? And I looked on the library computer, and it I had a sign that I'd been hacked all these times that I haven't been able to get on for days. I probably got hacked, and I blame it on the dark side. Of course, it was the person wasn't a Satanist or Illuminati, reptilian or Luciferian, then they were behaving just like it, like trying to get getting a sadistic joy out of not allowing me to go online. So, and this is one of the signs I made. I didn't get to bring to the event. So that being said, I finally did this thing. Maybe some of you might have thought that I would have a problem with this channel and being addicted to learning and enjoying YouTube videos, which is like in this situation of existence, which is running out of batteries on my computer. I finally ran out of batteries on my computer yesterday, or rather day before, or actually yesterday. So I still have this, and I was going to record it at the library and use a sign. And this is another reason I think the dark side wouldn't let me on. They knew because they have access to my, they hacked in my computer, so they saw the sign I was going to print. They really do, because I refused to get a cell phone. They really want me to be not allowed to do that. So that's why I have to make a point. I have to change my routine to think of the idea a day in advance to make the sign if I'm going to do that. So then the next video, which was the one supposed to be from yesterday, that I made a goofy sign for that I never uploaded. It's called "Follow the Leaders Over the Cliff: Soul Loss and Retrieval and Vampirism," and that's coming up next. And if you enjoyed this comment, these videos, and you want to see more, make sure that you click on that bell, the subscription bell, and because if you hit subscribe, all it does is give me another number. It's good if I wanted to actually take this seriously, but people who kill themselves in eating contests are allowed to get millions of followers, but I'm not allowed to get. My subscribers aren't allowed to watch my videos unless they type in my name or click the subscription bell. So and going on the computer at the library and seeing the things that most people watch, anyways. And click that if you want to create a great day, my family. I love you.